Abusua Counsellor Lutterodt wakasa pa afa de Lumba ni wu a wawu yi ho ene ema mienu a omotwe hwan de beye kuna na hwan de beye kuna akoye court nsensem amache se Lumba ayi no chese agintra ha agintisi chese baabi obefa bia Lumba yi na bebefa bia Lumba yi na mo beka Charles Kojufosu aka Dead Lumba ja ema dudu kunu obo ni dia na ema asole na omu yi o manka chief se Dead Lumba ase Obama omo na ye hu nsensem a eni court nsensem a ebeto odwa eye ema mienu omo ahwan ne beye ekuna eye Akosua Serwaa eni Odo Broni na Counsellor Lutterodt ode ansem bebre abeto odwa kire se mo amo kase Akosua Serwaa ode ansem no asa kwa appeal court no nyansan bi anim no pa kire se wo a wo kasa asem kwa unum nyansan efise Akosua Serwaa oni Charles Kojufosu aka Dead Lumba omuna abrepa ye ninsem a odi tu dwa ni bidie edoso pa ye na obeka o se Akosua Serwaa ewo court omaware no ni Charles Kojufosu aware no omo nkrata omo sensan ewo court emiye mekire marriage certificate omo sensan no court no omo antwam ndi so omo antwam de na se Charles Kojufosu no ne yere ankasa pa eni Akosua Serwaa na papa shi just ni ntia odi papa shi di na chinchese Akosua Serwaa ye ware no court emramu chese untimi ensa emra ho so enyi bibia ntina papa shi odi Akosua Serwaa achi na Odo Broni de oba mu da ben a chese mansia de mount na so pa so baje ajapade nyina kanta so ntino papa shi de ni nsema okan nyina se ono so otai Akosua Serwaa achi onfa bi oda sem be du bia no ota nachi na nna Counsellor Lutterodt tutu bia mane amanfo mo ka se Akosua Serwaa pen be bi ntra na court case no ase ebuabon kakra no se bi na se on pa che se madwini se bi eni fie kakra anyam na mekan Counsellor Lutterodt na asem no nyina etudwa tim no pa mu menkotie Counsellor Lutterodt ni nsem a odi tudwa ni bimra na me ka mo se aha ye 2B media abusuan form no mun ko so subscribe to the channel na ebesi bia no yemfarm ye ko so adi Dead Lumba ensem na china me ka mo se court nso ajeje Akosua Serwaa se onso ontiase uminti bi emra.
What are some of the reviews that are happening right now on the issue of Daddy Lumba and Mrs. Akosua Serwaa? I was very excited to go and see that Daddy Lumba's wife, Mrs. Akosua Serwaa, has openly declared that she is not accepting the verdict. And I think that's a good thing to say. She says she's not accepting the verdict. And for those of you who think that she's destroying the marriage, Nayamle, thank you for coming, my love. Thank you so much. I love to see your name. Those of you who think that Akosua Serwaa say Lumba yelo, sebio. Me amun kasa anko asem you, me mpesa. Me mpewo se me mpesa mo be tata me ama maye de ense se me obi a me ho do pa. Me obi a me want thank you for the gunshot. My this kind of one ding. Me obi a me ho do pa. Enti me mpesa me bibia mama ka de yenka. Why na say Akosua Serwaa say Lumba yelo. Ewo he. O say na ye wo kwan be so. Na se Lumba abeti ne ni ase e de abeware Odo Broni na modi mobro humbe mo Odo Broni chance eni Akosua Serwaa che de oni na abre a onye hwe han e wo kro be so eni enya japade na enya japade dia wo kwa he jama mani bre wo ho enkwala nsia na ya faale ma wo no Lumba e faale ma wo no kwa be so no fa no da ne jama citizen ali ne di na mpese ebe di sa ja gene de ni nyasemo on the assumption no bae and because she has studied arbitration to the highest point of my opportunity for us to make nonsense of a marriage that has happened after civil marriage and we flawed but the appeal will go on. If we have to appeal to the international tribunal until the marriage of Akosua Serwaa Fosu is accepted, I stand by this process. If all the properties acquired that will be sold so that the money can be used to pursue this case to the latter, I think it makes sense. From where I sit, it makes sense. Because you see, the judgment we said to bring peace, but the judgment is bringing mockery and giving people an opportunity to speak loose. I've just been monitoring a lot of conversations going on. And I want to correct this particular misconception in the minds of people. Hear this. There is no marriage that is more superior than any. So wives, if you are fortunate to be a missus and you are married, don't run yourself to the lower rank of coming to say that my marriage is not better, so I want to find myself in the traditional marriage because it's more recognized. No, 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 no. If Mrs. Akosua Serwaa Fosu's document could have proven clearly that she is still the missus by document through authentication and certification, then by this time, we'll be looking at a different portion of the law through this brilliant, eloquent, God-fearing judge, her leadership, Dr. Dorinda Smith-Atta, that there is a level of bigamy that has occurred on the deceased man and the current woman who has come to court to prove that she was married to. We cannot sit here and say that the evidence of Odo Broni that she was married was flawed. No, because lawyer Kusi, our able, astute, strong lawyer, cross-examined and accepted it that yes. I hope it was because we're thinking that at the end of the day, we will come and rule with bigamy and deal with her. Unfortunately, our documentation didn't have clarification, authentication. Hear me. Odo Broni, whether she's pouring champagne on herself, she's pouring wee-wee on herself, she's gone to church with white to thank God. I've said it many years, many weeks, many times, that no matter what it is, when a woman gives birth with a man, let's not wish the woman dies. Because nobody can take care of anybody's child more than the mother's level of wickedness and breastfeeding. I hear Lumba's 6 children. There is a 3-year-old even in the children. I hear at the moment the number of children that has appeared are just 17. An astute, intelligent, high-ranking musician like this, the Michael Jackson of our time, Daddy Lumba, having just 17 children out there is nothing. Is underestimate. Just that Lumba didn't do the right thing. And let's not shy away from it because it's dead. And I keep saying that even if Odo Broni was married by Lumba, the biggest mistake Lumba did was to accommodate Odo Broni in the premises where she has, for many years on record, built together with Akosua Serwaa. ADR settlement by her leadership, I will voluntarily request to leave that house and go and live elsewhere. I will not stop saying that the advisors of Odo Broni are not being smart with the girl. They are not being smart with the girl. And we are fanning, we are tickling ourselves and lying and believing that the pronouncement of her leadership will bring peace among Odo Broni and Akosua Serwaa. Forget it and go and sleep. Never will it be. Akosua Serwaa must never accept Odo Broni as a co-wife. Akosua Serwaa should go ahead and accept the children as the husband's children with no shadow of doubt. But to give all due respect to the judgment that was passed by her leadership, Dr. Dorinda Smith-Atta, accepting that her judgment is not flawed. Her judgment is clear and clean. But this is not what we went for court. We went to court for. If Mrs. Akosua Serwaa wanted a co-wife to share her estate with, she could have not come for clarification to be made clear to everybody that she's the only surviving wife. And Odo Broni herself, have never been ready in the way they were appearing in court and saying things and what we are reading. She was not in any capacity coming to say that I am ready to be a co-wife to my senior wife for their will. For their will. So for her, this is not what she was expecting. She was expecting that it will be clear that the woman had been divorced many years ago. And for that matter, she's the only surviving spouse with the 6 children of the late Charles Kojofosu. When emotions set in like this, most of us will lose our conscience and our thinking caps. The judgment is clear. I kept reading the judgment back, forth, and I'm seeing so many things. But I keep saying that an opportunity for clarification and acceptance was clearly brought to bear in the cross-examination at the court. Whatever happened is a lesson. But I want to support Mrs. Akosua Serwaa, wherever she is, that she should not agree. Because she cannot be a civil wife in Germany and immediately she sits in an aeroplane and crosses to Ghana, she becomes a customary wife. No, it shouldn't happen. If the family insists that with all that is going on, they'll still want to go ahead with the funeral, regardless of the state of, even if they want to go by the statements and the fact that Mrs. Akosua Serwaa is not a legal wife but a customary married wife. If the family through Opanyin Kojofosu, the current family here, will want to still thank you, my dear. Will want to still give recognition, as it were, to Mrs. Akosua Serwaa, then as the senior wife, we have to be very careful. So I agree with her not to accept the verdict. She respects the judgment, but she says she doesn't accept the verdict. So Mrs. Akosua Serwaa has refuted the fact that she is a second wife or a senior wife to Daddy Lumba alongside junior wife Odo Broni. But if there's a senior wife and a junior wife, there should be some level of respect. But I don't think it will come. My conversation today is, what is the way forward? Yes, we're discussing the appeal. But what do you think is the way forward? I've seen the signatures are going up. Yes, the appeal is happening. But what is the way forward? Don't fret. Don't be angry. I hear somebody say the husband says you have to force and go to Ghana to go and marry so we can have a proper authentication. Well, I don't know that. I don't know that. But my question today is, the judgment has gotten to everybody. What should we do? Do we take the laws into our own hands and go and sack Akosua Serwaa from Odo Broni from the house? What do we do? I've seen a lot of videos. I saw one from one of my good friends, Reverend Obofo. And when Reverend Obofo, what she was saying was, Abusuapanin should forget about all the mentally deranged people distracting the funeral of Lumba and go ahead and let the funeral happen. I saw that. Now, that video that is circulating is the strong opinion of Reverend Omofo. And people's opinions cannot be, as it were, underrated.